We have to start with Lloyd Austin.
Yes, please.
The MIA Defense Secretary, who now we learn that he was completely out of commission. He had some sort of elective procedure a week ago, and something went wrong. It got infected. They're not telling us what the procedure was, but something went wrong to the point where on New Year's Day, he had to go into the intensive care unit, and no one knew. The National Security Advisor didn't know. The White House didn't know. And while they're now saying that the Deputy Defense Secretary was told she was in Puerto Rico sunning herself on the beach, no one domestically was here and in charge. And there's a real question about whether we were endangered for the past week because the Defense Secretary was too embarrassed to tell people he had some sort of a procedure that went wrong.
I am amazed that this is considered something voluntary.
Right.
Is it that you have a job of this import and the world is on fire? Biden is off sunning himself in the Caribbean. Your number two is off sunning herself in Puerto Rico, does not know you're in the hospital, is just informed you're taking over for the moment. And we still don't know. We only learned this on Friday.
Right.
So the White House owes the American people quite an explanation for how all of this went down. I've also read reports that the White House has said somebody's head is going to roll, but it won't be Austin's and it won't be his number two. So who will it be?
Well, here's what's crazy. They're saying that it was Austin's chief of staff, I think it was, who was responsible for telling everybody at the Pentagon that this was going down. But she was ill. She wasn't feeling well, Maureen.
Oh, well, there is something going around, Megyn. It's really stubborn.
There are 30,000 people at the Pentagon. They couldn't find one person to make a phone call for her that the White House was briefed.
You're also telling me this guy did not have access to his phone, was not checking email. I mean, how many of us can go for an hour without our phone? We're not the head of security.
This is suspicious. That's the bottom line. This is suspicious. There's no way both Austin and his spokesperson or chief of staff, I've got to look up which one it was so incapacitated to the point where they couldn't communicate the fact that he was in the intensive care unit while we have all this stuff happening in the Middle East, Ukraine. Our troops are getting involved now in the Red Sea, and they couldn't bother. There's something suspicious. Something's definitely going on. And that's what's leading people to say they've got to do something. Yeah, it was chief of staff who did not get in touch with anybody at the Pentagon other than one phone call to the deputy. But there is a duty to let the chain of command know. The National Security Advisor should have been advised. The president should have been advised.
There's no question. There's no question. Colin Powell went in 2003 for prostate cancer for an operation. That's not nearly as, grave. It didn't put him in the ICU, but he alerted everyone who needed to know, and there were processes in place in case something happened. This is how an orderly system of government works. And I think that the problem going forward is going to be this all blends into the narrative that we've got a White House being run by somebody who is napping half of the time.
Yes, that's exactly right. He's been absentee, right? I mean, it's where's the leadership? You have to imagine, first of all, the press coverage of this whole thing would be very different had it been Trump and Trump's Secretary of Defense. That
person would have a 5-figure book deal.
Yeah, true. That's exactly right. And the media would have been absolutely unforgiving. Second of all, you have to imagine that somebody's going to have to get fired. I mean, because what we're hearing right now is reports out of the White House that Biden spoke with Austin and said, gee, I hope you feel better. Look forward to you getting back to work at the Pentagon. That he's not going to be the one to get fired. How can he not be fired? How can it? I'm sure he likes Lloyd Austin. Lloyd Austin made a screw up the level of Saturn. And if there's no accountability, someone's going to pay politically, and that person's probably going to be Joe Biden.
Yes, rightly so. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you don't punish Austin for this. There's reports that he was very close to Beau Biden, and this sort of seems to be Biden's Achilles heel. Those around him who are close to him who aren't up to what they should be capable of, or they are dragging him down in some way, see Hunter, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. And he sort of seems to operate with this sort of like mafia-like kind of loyalty towards those who maybe are dead weight. I mean, this is if the White House press room is not on fire this afternoon about this, if everyone from every outlet, left, center, right, is not pressing the White House press secretary as to what happened, how, where is Austin now, what did he have, how is his recovery going, who is in charge, what if something happened last week?
Yeah. They're saying they don't want to reveal what the original procedure was that went south and landed him a couple days later in the ICU because the administration is saying because, of HIPAA. Okay. I don't give a shit about HIPAA. I give a shit about what's happening in the Middle East and me and my kids and my country and why we weren't being protected because Lloyd, I don't know, now that not telling us is only going to lead to speculation about hair transplants, penile implants, weight loss surgery. That's what the internet's doing right now.
Sure.
He should just tell us. It would be far less embarrassing.
Of course, you have a duty. There's a reason you don't have to tell your viewers every year that you passed a physical and that you are cognitively intact. But the president of the United States must do so.
Yeah.
And we all see what we see. We see a president who is not cognitively intact. We see a president who does not have the energy. And this is going to help Trump. All of this.
Yeah.
There was that report that Obama had to come to Jesus meeting with Biden and his top advisors and said, you got to get energized. Mm-hmm. You got to take this seriously.
The Obama camp is very worried about the direction of the Biden campaign.
They should be.
Yeah.
They should be. And they're sleepwalking.
The Megyn Kelly Show is supported by Grand Canyon University. Founded in 1949, GCU is a private Christian university that is dedicated to delivering an affordable and transformative higher ed. Their vibrant campus is located in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, and according to niche.com, it's ranked a top 25 best campus in the country. As of June 2023, GCU offers 330 academic programs, with over 270 of them online, allowing you the freedom to earn your degree on your time from wherever you are. At GCU, your degree, whether it's a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate, integrates the free market system and a welcoming Christian worldview. Learn more about GCU's programs, competitive tuition rates, and scholarship offers from your own university counselor. They are part of the supportive graduation team that's going to take a personalized approach to helping you achieve your academic goals, walking alongside you every step of the way. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. For more information or to enroll, visit gcu.edu. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.